Okay, so this video might end up being a bit of a rant, but we're going to go over the single biggest reason why people fail to make good money on KDP. So let's reveal the first half of the answer. So they don't publish enough. So a lot of the time, I've seen it so many times, you'll get people saying, oh, I've only made $30 in a month, I've only made $10, I've not made anything. They'll say things like this, but it's just because they're not publishing enough, because when you ask them how many books they've got, they'll say, oh, I've got 60 books, or oh, I made 15 books, and they're not selling, so I'm going to quit, which is just completely false. It's like going to the gym once and expecting to see results. It's not going to happen. So if you don't publish enough, you're not going to see results. I remember I published about 90 books in the first 2 weeks, and it was after those 2 weeks when I saw my first sale. But I just kept publishing and kept publishing in order that my sales keep going up, because obviously the more books you have on Amazon, the more chance you have of one of them being bought. Now, I'm not saying focus on quantity and just create rubbish. I'm saying create good books that are better than the competition, but don't get stuck at publishing just 1 or 2 books, because they're not going to be seen and you're not going to make any money from doing that. So that would be my advice for that little first point. And now if we can reveal the second point, is the other thing that people do is they just stop publishing. So not to name any names, but one of my friends, you gotta love him, but he made 15 or 20 books at the start with a bit of motivation. And then as soon as he'd done them, he just stopped and is just waiting for the money. But it's just not going to happen with 15 books, especially if they are notebooks. You're not going to see much return from them. And you know, not just one person, but you see it all the time with multiple people. They'll make 10 books or 20 books or 30 books, and they'll think that that's enough, and then they'll come back to me in 2 or 3 months' time and say, oh, well, I'm not making any money, or oh, well, I've only made 1 sale, or I've only made 2 sales. And well, the answer is you've just not got enough books. As I say, it's like going to the gym once and expecting to have a 6-pack. It's just not going to happen. So stick to a consistent uploading schedule, whether it's 5 a day or 10 a day or 2 a day. It doesn't matter how many a day, as long as you stay consistent with it. I'm creating 10 books a day, and I keep doing that, and I keep seeing the results. As this is being filmed, it is November, and I've got around 1,400 books published, and I should make around $1,500. And December, let's hope for over $2,000. That is the Q4 rush kicking in. As I said a while back, Q4 is huge, so if you've not taken advantage of it, then you'll have to wait for next year, because by the time you see this and have time to implement what I'm saying, you're going to have to wait for next year, really. But there's plenty of opportunities, and in the next section, we are going to go over the seasonal niches and when is the best time to publish in each of them. So I hope that's been a useful video, if not a bit of a rant. Basically, if you do want to do KDP, just take it seriously. Do it a few hours a day, commit to it, publish enough books consistently, and you will start seeing sales, rather than being the person who 2 months down the line says, oh look, I made a sale. And I'm like, well, yeah, you probably will, but if you made more books, you'd make more sales. So there you go. That's a bit of a rant, but I hope it motivates you a little bit just to keep making these books. If you don't want to do KDP, then you don't want to do KDP, and stop thinking about it. But if you do want to do it, just be serious and stay consistent and be patient, and you will get the results that you want. And that is the end of this video.